Hey guys, I want to give you the best strategy for paying off your credit cards. It's called the debt snowball. I've used it so many times. Many of my students have used it. It's super simple. Now, what it really comes down to is you're snowballing your payments into the next credit card. I'll show you exactly how to do it. Hey guys, my name is Dustin Heiner with Master Passive Income, and I want to show you how to invest in real estate rental property. So subscribe to this channel. I want to show you how to make money by investing in real estate. But at the same time, I want to talk to you about the snowball, the debt snowball, so you can get out of debt. Now, when we invest in real estate, we need to have funds. We need to be able to get money to be able to buy properties using other people's money. Now, if you have bad credit, or if you have lots and lots of utilized credit, let's say you have $100,000 in credit limit, but you're using $98,000 of it, well, then they're not going to want to lend to you too well. But let's talk about the debt snowball. And this is my favorite strategy. I use this. My students use this. This is what I want you to do. The debt snowball is super simple. What you do is you line up all your debts. Let's start with your credit cards. Now, your car, your mortgage, that's a little different. If you have a $50,000 car, a $50,000 car mortgage, literally sell the car, buy a $3,000 car, just live with that until you can make money investing. But what I want to talk to you about, let's say you have credit cards. Let's debt snowball those credit cards, the debt out of your life. So this is what you're going to do. Get a piece of paper. Line up every single credit card that you have. Write the name of the credit card, like American Express, MasterCard, Chase, Visa, whatever it might be. Literally line every single one of those up. Then write the interest rate in a column right next to it, as well as write how much you owe on every single credit card, the total dollar amount, the total amount of debt. Then write down the monthly payment on the side next to that column that you're going to show how much you have to pay every single month on that credit card. Let's say you have 6 different credit cards, and each one has a different rate, interest rate, has a different amount of debt that you currently have on it, and a different monthly payment. This is what I want you to do. I want you to put them in order from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and just keep going down. This is the way the debt snowball works. This is the best way to go, in my opinion, is you want to attack the one with the least amount of total debt on it. Let's say you have a credit card. The total debt is like $450 on it, but you have other credit cards like $3,000 or $4,000 or $10,000. Well, what we want to do is we want to utilize that $450 debt that we have. Remember, the minimum payments may be like $30 or whatever it might be. We want to knock out that debt so we can take that entire amount that we would normally pay to this card and apply it to the next card. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to pay the minimums on all the other cards, all the other 5 cards, pay the minimums on every single one of those, but put all the extra money into paying off that number one with the lowest amount of debt on it. Now, what's going to happen is really quickly, you're going to get rid of that credit card. So credit card number 1, gone. Now, if you remember, so look at the description of how to fix your credit. I actually have a whole video on how to fix your credit and showing you how to do this. So don't actually close a credit card. A big pro tip is lock it. So you can't use it. You physically have to call them up and unlock it, but lock it. Because if you keep that credit card open, that is good for your credit, but just don't use it. Lock it down. The big pro tip I'll give you, lock down the credit card. Then you take that entire payment that you had for credit card number 1, that entire payment, apply all that payment and everything extra to credit card number 2. So let's say credit number 2, you owe $900, or let's say $1,200. You owe $1,200 on credit card number 2. Your minimum payment might be like, what, $50 a month, maybe, give or take. And instead of just paying $50 a month, just little by little over time, take that entire payment that you had for credit card number 1. Let's say it was like $300 that you were applying every single month to that credit card. Take that and apply it now to the second credit card. So instead of just paying the $50 a month, you're paying like $350 a month towards knocking out that debt. And now I quickly want to talk about the debt avalanche. It's a little bit different than the debt snowball, and the debt avalanche is similar, but instead of going after the one with the lowest dollar amount in debt, you go at the one with the highest interest rate on it. Let's say you have a bunch of credit cards, 5 or 6 credit cards. You have anywhere from like a 12% up to like a 25% interest rate. With that 25% interest rate, you would go after that one first because you're paying the most in interest. Now, the reason why I don't like utilizing this is because you're not getting quick wins. With the debt snowball, we get quick wins. We get that first credit card paid off, and then we can apply that one to the second credit card. We want to get quick wins. Now, if you have the highest credit card debt, has like $3,000 in debt, well, that's going to take you quite a while to pay that off when you have other credit cards that you can knock those out. We want to use a debt snowball. So I personally love using the debt snowball. Remember, the other credit cards, you're paying your minimum. It's a bummer. We just got to work our way. We got to stop digging into the hole, deeper into debt, start climbing back out. And this is how we climb. It's going to be slow going at first, just like a snowball. Imagine taking a snowball, get a bunch of snow, put it in a ball. You're on top of a hill. Well, you roll it down the hill. At first, it starts rolling. It's kind of small. It doesn't go very, very fast. But over time and distance, it gets more, it grabs more snow. It makes it bigger. It gets faster because it's heavier. It gets more snow and it gets more snow and it grabs more and it gets bigger and bigger and rolls down the hill faster. Your goal is to get down to the bottom of the hill as fast as possible. So if you pay off credit card number 1, apply all of that payment to credit card number 2. Then once that's paid off, take all that payment, lock that credit card. Remember the pro tip, lock the credit card, don't use it. Don't close it, but lock it because it'll keep your credit going up because you have more available credit and less used credit. Long story short, check the description for how to fix your credit. But take that entire payment from 1 and 2, now apply it to credit card number 3 and start knocking out credit card number 3. Instead of only paying like $60 or $70 towards that credit card number 3, you're now going to be putting like $400, $450 a month towards that credit card number 3. Now, as you're doing credit card number 3, you're eventually going to pay that off. Then you apply it to credit card number 4. And as you can see, that snowball gets bigger. Let's say that credit card number 4, your payment's like $500 a month. Imagine paying $500 a month towards a credit card and you have those other credit cards gone, those debts are gone. And then in the end, it's going to take a little while, but let's say in a year, you have the entire debt paid off, maybe in 2 years. It's so much better than getting further in debt than not. And so this is what I want for you to do. Use a debt snowball. You guys are fantastic. Check out this video. I really want to show you how to invest in real estate. I'm going to do that for you. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.